The new Minion Prince is a high damage air hero with an impressive ability. It is unlocked within the Hero Hall. Let's tell you everything you need to know about these. When you first log into the game with the Town Hall 17 update, you'll be taken through the Hero Hall tutorial. Puny cramped altar, embarrassing for a king. Good news, we've made a building worthy of our mighty heroes. Let's place the Hero Hall. This will be an unplaced item, so let's put it on the village. Welcome to the Hero Hall. All your heroic essentials are here. I'm going to go through all of this because there is a lot to explain. The altars are gone, but heroes will still protect our village. Let's visit a hero banner. So you can notice the defending hero flags. You can view these around the base. And now you no longer have the hero altar. You basically switch whichever hero you want to defend that flag, which is exactly what the villager says, and you can change that anytime. So when you select the flag, you can now notice there is a button to simply change whichever hero you want to defend this location. As you will find out once we explain him, the Minion Prince, I believe, will be very good on defense. You can re-access the Hero Hall from any of these flags, but first it wants to talk us through a nice little change within the army screen. Choose the best heroes to join your armies in battle. Unlock hero slots by upgrading your Hero Hall. So now if we select the king, you have more heroes than you can take into battle. We can therefore select which hero we want to occupy slot number 1. Once I've selected the Minion Prince, I can select whichever pet I want to use alongside the Minion Prince here. It only comes with 2 abilities, which I'll explain, but once more equipment is added for the Minion Prince, you would be able to select them from here, as you can do with the Archer Queen, just scrolling along, selecting which equipment you want to use. And essentially at the highest level, you have 4 hero slots available, but 5 heroes. So you will always have 1 extra hero than what you can take into battle. Heading back to the Hero Hall though, let's explain this in a bit more detail because you will unlock this at Town Hall 7. Once you first get to that level, rather than placing the king, you would place the Hero Hall and unlock the king within the Hero Hall. Once you move to Town Hall 8, you can upgrade your Hero Hall to level 2, and this is where you then unlock the Archer Queen. You can upgrade her to level 10 at Town Hall 8, but you can only select between either the Barbarian King or the Archer Queen, since you only have 1 hero slot available. Once you upgrade to Town Hall 9, that is when you can upgrade your Hero Hall to level 3. In doing so, you unlock the Minion Prince, but you also unlock a second hero slot. So now you could take 2 heroes, just like we always could at Town Hall 9, but you would have 3 available. So you will, no matter what the Town Hall level, always have 1 extra hero than what you can take into battle. This is true for defense as well. So at Town Hall 9, you could only have 2 of these heroes defending your village. It's important to note as well that the level of your Hero Hall is not just where you unlock new heroes and slots. It also determines the maximum level you can upgrade your hero to. So at Town Hall 9, you cannot begin to upgrade your Barbarian King and Archer Queen to level 30 until you have upgraded your Hero Hall. This is a similar mechanic to how the laboratory works. Any hero potions or the Town Hall boost would still boost your hero level to the maximum of that Town Hall, but you couldn't actually start upgrading them until you did the Hero Hall upgrade. You will want to do this because you cannot upgrade your Town Hall until your Hero Hall is the maxed level for that Town Hall. So sticking with where we're at, to upgrade to Town Hall 10, you have to have your Hero Hall upgraded to level 3 before you can complete that upgrade. Getting to Town Hall 10 and upgrading the Hero Hall just raises the max level of your heroes, but when you get to Town Hall 11, that is when you get your 4th hero, but as historically with the game, you can only use 3 of those heroes. At that point, you would be choosing between the King, Queen, Minion Prince, and Grand Warden. Your 4th hero slot is then at Town Hall 13 with the Royal Champion. That is when you then have access to all 5 heroes currently in the game. But again, since you have 1 extra hero than what you can take into battle, you can only use 4 of them on attack or defense. So to upgrade to Town Hall 17, you require the Hero Hall of level 10. That is why, when you first log into the game, it will provide you with a level 10 Hero Hall, so you can upgrade straight to Town Hall 17, but once you get there, you can upgrade the Hero Hall to level 11, in which it will cost 21 million elixir and 15 days 12 hours for that upgrade. This is not including any gold pass perks, but certainly this is one I will be doing pretty much straight away. Now, when we enter the Hero Hall, we can begin to upgrade any of the heroes to the maximum for Town Hall 17. I have to say, I love how it looks inside the Hero Hall and how accessible everything is, but notice the level of the Minion Prince. It is already level 70. That is because, and I quote, your Hero Hall level will be whatever is needed to unlock your current hero levels, and Minion Prince is leveled up to the max of the previous Hero Hall level for that. So as a maxed Town Hall 16 with a level 95 Archer Queen, the Hero Hall required to get to that level is level 10, and the Minion Prince level for the Hero Hall before that, so level 9, is level 70. So a lot of calculations going into that, but just know when you log into the game after the update, your Minion Prince might be leveled up based on your other hero levels. Obviously, from this point moving forward, any new players getting to Town Hall 9 would then unlock the Minion Prince at level 1. But it's helpful that it's already upgraded somewhat for us current players. Let's show you everything within the Hero Hall then before I go over the Minion Prince, exactly how it works and what strategies you should use it alongside. So within the Hero Hall, you can clearly see how much Dark Elixir and Elixir you have, which is required for the upgrades. You can see the health of your heroes, should they be down after a battle, and the info tab so you can check out the level and stats of each of the heroes. You can also see icons just below this which clearly shows which heroes you have selected for both attacking and defending. So if you look at the king, you can only see the sword on the right hand side. That means I have the king selected for attacking, but he is not currently defending my village. The hero I do not have selected for attacking is my Archer Queen. You can press any of these buttons to change that, so it will take you to the flag of the hero you press, or should you press the sword, it will take you into the army train screen, where, as I showed you earlier, you can rotate between different heroes and their pets or abilities. You can go into the cosmetics of each hero to select their skins in this brand new environment, which I have to say looks fantastic. Obviously, the biggest change being that the upgrades happen within the Hero Hall, so if you press the flag of any of the heroes, you can switch them there, you can enter the Hero Hall, but you do not do the upgrades from here. So within the Hero Hall, you would press the upgrade and then it takes you to the upgrade screen exactly as it always did, and you can see the current upgrades within the Hero Hall, and should you want to use gems or a book there, that is where you can do so. Bear in mind, upgrading a hero still uses a builder. At the bottom, you also have these 4 quick buttons. The first one, again, takes you to the army selection screen. The second takes you to the defending hero flags. They're called banners here, but I like to call them flags, and it even puts arrows on the base to clearly identify where they are for you. That just means you can go ahead and swap whichever heroes are defending which area of the base. But the other buttons are to go to the blacksmith and upgrade your equipment, or to go to the pet house and manage the assignment of pets on your heroes there. Before I explain the Minion Prince and his abilities, there are a couple of other things to clarify. Firstly, the Grand Warden on defense will now just be a hero. It is no longer the Grand Warden statue, but since he is always on ground on defense, it acts very similar to what the statue was anyway. Arguably, he's stronger on defense now since he can rotate around that area slightly, whereas before it was just static. Speaking of the defenses though, the flags are a 2x2 obstacle. They are no longer a building, so you don't need to take them down in an attack. Obviously, you can move them around your base, but previously the altars used to be a 3x3 building. So they are smaller and, to me, a little bit trickier to see at the moment, but maybe I'll get used to that. What is not difficult to see is the Hero Hall, and I am glad that they made this building massive and clearly visible within your base, because I do not want to be hunting around to try and find the heroes when I want to upgrade them. Typically in the past as well, I would go into the army training slot, then just click on one of the abilities in order to enter the blacksmith. Now that they've made it where you can change the abilities from the army selection screen, you can't do that. So you either have to find the blacksmith building, or for me, I will just see that hero hall on my base, enter there, and then that's the purpose. Manage everything heroes with inside it. Another important note on the Hero Hall is that it actually has a large amount of hit points. The Hero Hall has the same amount as the Clan Castle, so it might be that we see this inside the base when it comes to base building to try and stall up troops while defenses do the damage. When it comes to the Minion Prince then, if you were a max Town Hall 16, so get him at level 70, he will start with 4,098 hit points and deal 656 damage per second. I'll flash up stats of the different level upgrades up until max level, but if you are looking to accelerate this progress by purchasing some of the special offers in the shop, remember you can support a creator beforehand by pressing the C and entering their code. My code is Judo and it helps to support the channel massively. You can also do this on the Supercell store where you can purchase any of the special offers but earn extra in-game rewards for purchasing over there. At maxed level, which is level 90, he has 5,358 hit points with damage per second of 750. The health recovery is gradually increased as you are leveling up the Minion Prince as well, but comparing these stats to the Archer Queen, she has 2,000 hit points less, and that is at level 100. The damage per second, yes, is slightly higher with the Archer Queen, but only by 30 damage per second. However, I would not use the Minion Prince the same way that you use the Archer Queen. A lot of the time, you can use the Archer Queen by herself or with healers behind, but the Minion Prince is so susceptible to seeking air mines should you send it in by itself. Yes, you could try and support with druids, but then the druids would be susceptible to ground-based defenses. It just doesn't really work. The Minion Prince is intended almost as a supportive damage hero behind your main army. And I would say for any air attack, you should really be using the Minion Prince, unless you have specific reasons for using the other heroes. Sometimes we do like to use the Barbarian King on one side of the base and the Archer Queen on another side to set up funneling for the dragons, but a lot of the time I would either substitute out the Barbarian King or the Royal Champion for an air attack. That is because the Queen's Giant Arrow and Healer Puppet is great to snipe air defense and help with pathing. The Grand Warden and the Eternal Tome works perfectly alongside the Dark Orb of the Minion Prince, which I'm going to get to in a moment. And then you just have to choose whether to use the King to funnel or the Royal Champion for the back end of the base. If you are using the hero alongside dragons, maybe consider the Angry Jelly because it helps to keep the Minion Prince up next to the dragons to provide that damage. When it comes to equipment, the Minion Prince will have two base pieces. These start at level 1. They unfortunately are not automatically leveled like the Minion Prince itself, but both being common pieces of equipment with a max level of 18, you'll hopefully be able to get them leveled up relatively quickly. The first is called Henchman Puppet. This spawns two bigger minions to fly out in front of the Minion Prince and help to protect him. Both of the henchman bodyguard troops spawned will have 2,500 hit points at max level and deal 150 damage per second. Remember, the hero boosts tied to a piece of equipment are applied to the hero throughout the entire attack, so arguably the 188 damage per second is a fantastic part of the henchman puppet. Probably what could be thought of as the signature ability of the Minion Prince, though, is the Dark Orb. When you press this, it deals damage to the buildings in front of the Minion Prince, but also slows them down. So you can think of this similar to the Queen's Giant Arrow, but more with a cone effect. Even though it provides a bit of damage, you're mainly using this because of the freezing. It will slow down defenses by 50%, and that will last for 18 seconds. It also has a fantastic range. The Dark Orb will move for what appears to be about 18 tiles, and anything around this will be frozen. Without question, this is a fantastic ability, but it can actually be trickier than you think to use. That sounds strange, right? When you press the ability, the orb just goes right out in front. And whilst that is the case, you really have to be careful when you are using the Minion Prince in the midst of a dragon attack, because I have had it numerous times where the Minion Prince is actually facing towards a building to the side, and I press the ability, the Dark Orb pings to the side of the village, freezing gold mines. We've all had that happen with the Giant Arrow. Try and take note of when you are pressing the Minion Prince ability. It can be good to use either the Grand Warden ability first to protect the dragons, and then as you're moving into the center of the base and there's even heavier damage defenses, you can then use the Dark Orb to slow down the defenses. That tends to be the way I like to do it, but either way, the combination of those two pieces of equipment can be fantastic. The Dark Orb can also be used towards the start of an attack. It will actually activate invisibility spell towers, much like the Queen's Giant Arrow, so that in itself might be a reason to use the ability early, especially if you're then going to take advantage of the freezing effect as well. But it might be that if you're sending a battle blimp into the base, I do think they will be more effective at Town Hall 17, since the Town Hall does not have a Giga Bomb underneath it now. Then you might want to use the ability early to freeze air sweepers and slow them down by 50%. Therefore, you can time the blimp much easier. Not to mention, it's freezing all of the defenses in that area anyway, so you have a much better chance of getting the blimp to where you want to go. Either way, you can let me know what you think of the new hero, and I will bring you a video with max level gameplay tomorrow, so be sure to subscribe for that. If you do want to check out the biggest video on my channel to date, though I recently released that, I have it on your screen. Enjoy the rest of your day.